Nicholas Armstrong, Executive Chef of Siro's Restaurant at 885 2nd Avenue in Manhattan. And this is roasted cauliflower, broccoli, and beer cheese sauce. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take what's called carnival cauliflower in the business, the purple-headed cauliflower, in the mixing bowl here. I'm also going to take our run-of-the-mill green broccoli head, mix that in, add a little bit of blended oil and some seasonings. Now I have kosher salt here. I also have some ground white pepper. Okay, and all I'm going to do is just kind of toss that around in the bowl, get a nice coating on it. Okay, then we're going to come over here to the saute pan, which we have hot already. Just a little bit of oil. We're going to kind of flash sear our cauliflower and broccoli mixture that we have here. Sizzling is what you're looking for. Just allow it to get a little bit of color. Touch more oil here. This is going to come into play when we pop this guy in the convection oven and roast it. As we're letting this guy sit, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our quick cheese beer sauce, which is going to start out with a roux. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and add some butter for our roux. Our pan's already nice and hot here. We want it warm enough where it's not going to brown the butter. We just kind of want to melt it for now until we can get our flour in there. Don't be shy with the butter. I like to use salted butter, especially for sauces like this, because it lends a different kind of saltiness that you're going to get from a kosher salt or from table salt. Just kind of stir that up, get it nice and melted. Okay, once your butter is melted, now is the proper time to add in your flour. All-purpose will do. Really want to get in there and stir it, make sure it's not lumpy for us. It'll make for a lumpy sauce. It's much easier if you get the lumps out now of the roux, so you won't have to deal with it later on. You're going to want to, with roux, usually you're going to want to go ahead and just cook the floury taste out of it. And usually that takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So this roux here is going to be the thickening source for our cheese sauce. Okay, the next ingredient we're going to add, and this is going to make up most of our sauce here, it's going to be heavy cream. If you don't like the richness of heavy cream and what heavy cream brings to the table, you can also use milk, whole milk, 2%. The roux will thicken it for you. I just prefer cream. Go ahead and kick up the heat a little bit. That heat source is what's actually going to trigger that roux into thickening the cream. Okay, now that our cheese sauce has started to thicken up for us, we're going to go ahead and add our favorite ingredient. I got some Belgian beer here, Hoegaarden, and crank the heat up just a little bit. Now as we let this sit on the stove, let it reduce down, thicken up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put my sauteed cauliflower and broccoli into the oven to be roasted. So we're going to go ahead and let that cauliflower and broccoli roast off at a nice temperature, about 450 degrees. We do it right in the saute pan. We're going to come back and start tending to our cheese sauce. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add our 2-year aged cheddar. We're going to go right ahead and stir it into that thick sauce. The sauce should be hot enough at this point to melt the cheese. Start to get a nice fondue consistency here. We're going to go ahead and season, salt, and some freshly ground white pepper. Stir that right into the sauce. At this point, our cheese sauce is completed. We're going to go ahead and check on our roasted veg here. At this point, our roasted veg is complete. And now we're ready to plate. I got my plate set here. I got my veg. Nice color to it, nice and tender. So I'm going to stir up my cheese sauce. Come in with a ladle and just ladle it right across. Add a little bit of pizzazz, and there we have it. This has been Chef Nicholas Armstrong, Executive Chef of Siro's Restaurant, 885 2nd Avenue in Manhattan. And this is broccoli, cauliflower, and beer cheese sauce. Let me tell you, this is something so impressive, so easy to make. Do it for game day, do it if you have guests over. It's a treat for anybody.